Hey guys, this is Beetle890. Today's video, I decided it's something that in WWE that I've noticed, and it's something that I don't know. Not many people have brought this up before, but there are some match types in the WWE that I personally, really, enjoyed, and they're very good, match types, and they're very unique and stuff like that. And they haven't had them in the WWE for a while, which I was very surprised by, because these are match types that especially one of them is a match type that is talked about quite a lot, because there's been some classic matches that have been using that match type. So let's just do the first match type. The first match type is a championship scramble. I know they don't really do this that much, but championship scrambles, I think the last championship scramble, from what I can remember, was in 2008, and that was at Unforgiven, where they had, I think it was 2 or 3, championship scrambles matches, but I can't exactly remember. I remember there was one for the ECW Championship, I remember, and there was one for the World Heavyweight Championship as well. For the that was. I remember those matches. They were, what's good about championship scrambles is they're always, they're always very unexpected. They're always kind of, because there's so many constant pinfalls, left, right, and centre. They're always very fun. They're usually quite fun matches, in my opinion. And yeah, literally just got up some info here. Basically, there was 3 scrambles in that pay-per-view. There was one for the ECW Championship, which Matt Hardy won, and then there was one for the WWE Championship, where Triple H won, and the one for the World Heavyweight Championship, which Chris Jericho won. The World Heavyweight Championship from. As I said, these matches are always very fun, and I think what they should have done. I mean, an example of where they could have inserted some championship scramble matches. I mean, a very recent example. I mean, even for the Battleground 2014 pay-per-view. I mean, what I would have done, instead of having the Fatal 4-Way, you could have, the 4 opponents from the Fatal 4-Way in the match, and then you could add in an extra opponent for the match. Just an example out the top of my head. I mean, this is not the kind of person I would put in. You could maybe put in like an Alberto Del Rio, someone like that, someone on those lines, or even like a Cesaro. Cesaro would be good. And I just think it'd be just a lot better than just having a typical Fatal 4-Way. So we've had, I mean, I do enjoy Fatal 4-Way matches, but I would just rather have, the unexpected kind of, like, you could have, for example, someone pin someone, so they're the champion, so at least everyone gets a shot of, like, being, they're obviously not the champion, but they're the champion at that moment until the next person gets pinned. That would be really exciting, the constant changes, So yeah, that's a match that I would very much like to see come back to the WWE. Whether it will or won't, well, only time will tell, to be honest. Next match, this one was around, a couple of years ago. A 6-pack challenge, and I actually think these are quite good matches when they're done right. And we saw one at Night of Champions in 2010, which was it was a decent match. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing. It was a decent match, and again, they could have done a 6-pack challenge at Battleground this year instead. And also, yeah, I think a 6-pack challenge match is always very good. I mean, one fall or elimination ones, because they kind of, the suspense of having, especially in the just 1-4 ones, the near pinfalls, people breaking up pins and stuff, and it's or if someone locks in a submission and everything, it's I really do enjoy a good 6-pack challenge match. I think the most recent one was in like 2010, I think it was 2010, not 2010, 2012, where they had like all the opponents of the Elimination Chamber like face off, and the winner got the last spot in the Chamber match, which Jericho won, I think. Yeah, but I don't know I think that's the most recent one, but there might have been one earlier. But I would like to see 6-pack challenge matches a lot more, and this next one kind of links to 6-pack challenge. A match I think we've only seen once. Yeah, only once in the history of WWE, when it was called WWF, an Armageddon Hell in the Cell match. I don't know if it's actually called that, Armageddon Hell in the Cell. They call it in the wrestling games. I think it's probably just 6-man Hell in the Cell. Whatever. I think they should do this at the next Hell in the Cell pay-per-view, because the Hell in the Cell matches in recent history haven't been great, obviously, apart from End of an Era. The matches have been decent, but there's recently this haven't been, apart from obviously End of an Era, like any outstanding Hell in the Cell matches. And that 6-pack challenge from, that's that Hell in the Cell from Armageddon 2000 was amazing. So many awesome spots. Obviously, I doubt WWE would open up the cell anymore. They did it in 2008, so they may do it here, but that was made it. So many awesome spots from that 2000 match. Like, I remember Undertaker pushing Rikishi off onto that that truck. That was like an insane spot. And again, also, like, you could, all the near falls and everything. It's just great. And all, so I think this would be a good match. You could have it at the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view, and it would be very good, and I think you would get a very positive reaction, as long as you put the right guys in there, obviously. Another match that, again, I feel we don't see enough of this match. We do see it every now and then. 2 out of 3 falls. I really enjoy those matches. I remember Daniel Bryan and Sheamus had one in Extreme Rule 2012. Really awesome match they had. I think the most recent one was Miz versus Cesaro in 2013, which again was only a year ago. But I would like to see a 2 out of 3 falls match this year. Maybe with some better guys, some top card guys. Perhaps even for the championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Because, I always think with 2 out of 3 falls matches is always, I just love, so when whoever goes 1-0 up, there's always the match always picks up pace, and you've got the person trying to catch them, trying to equalise the fall, and the other person trying to get a second fall without, getting pinned, and then it always pretty much goes to 1-0, and then the kind of near falls for the second, spot. So yeah, and then that was just quite a quick one because there wasn't really much to say on that one. I think this is the second last one, the Buried Alive match. Now, I think these matches, we haven't had a Buried Alive match since 2010 between Undertaker and Kane. I don't remember how good this match was. I don't think it was great, because I think Nexus interfered in the matchup. But, I think if you have the right people for a Buried Alive match, I think it would actually be a very fun match, because we haven't seen it in a while, so I think people would be, very happy to see it again. And, yeah, I've seen some very good Buried Alive matches. There was that one on SmackDown, like in the Attitude Era for the tag titles. That was very good. I enjoyed that one very much. It was like, I think it was Undertaker and Big Show versus Rock and Sock. That was very fun. I enjoyed that. So, and also, I think, we need more classic Buried Alive matches, I think. So there have been some bad matches, but there have also been some good ones. I think we need to add to that. And, I think, doing one now would actually be pretty good. And now we're on to the final match type. We haven't seen this since 2009. and it's actually a match stipulation that is very famous in the WWE, and some of the classic matches have actually been this match type. I'm talking about, of course, an Iron Man match. I mean, these matches, no matter what length, 60, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, these matches are always, just great to watch. I mean, they're just, especially you have the right guys in there. I mean, they're so well paced. The near falls, when, just the kind of the chase for the person who's behind. It's just an awesome, awesome match to watch. And we've seen some great Iron Man matches in the past. I mean, we've seen Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, the first Iron Man match. Amazing WrestleMania main event. The Rock and Triple H. Again, a Judgment Day, 2000. Awesome, awesome match. And then Chris Benoit versus Triple H on Raw was great as well. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. I mean, even Cena and Orton. As much as I don't really like these two guys, these guys had a decent Iron Man match. And so I think, you could have say Brock Lesnar wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, he could have an Iron Man match in one of his matches. I think you could do a lot of these matches for a Brock Lesnar to, show him as a legit guy. Because he's done all these match stipulations and he's conquered all his opponents in the different stipulations, proving that he's, a worthy champion. So yeah, that's it, guys. There are obviously some stipulations I've missed out, such as casket match and stuff, but to be honest, casket matches I don't think are that great, especially since the last casket match that I can remember watching was Undertaker Mark Henry, which wasn't that great. But yeah, those are just a few matches that I really would like to see in the WWE again. Let me know down below which ones you'd like to see, and please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks guys for watching.